Imagine a life-saving machine, a marvel of modern science, capable of curing one of humanity's deadliest diseases, turning into an instrument of chaos and devastation. What if I told you that a single mistake transformed a beacon of hope into a silent, radioactive killer? This is the chilling story of the Mexican Cobalt-60 nuclear disaster, a tale of innovation, greed, ignorance, and tragedy. Radiotherapy, one of the most crucial weapons in our fight against cancer. By harnessing the power of radiation, doctors can destroy cancer cells at their very core, targeting their DNA. But this innovation owes much to a single discovery, the Cobalt-60 radiotherapy machine. In the 1950s, this remarkable invention changed the game. A high-powered device that emitted radiation from Cobalt-60, a radioactive isotope, brought hope to millions battling tumors and cancer. But with great power comes great responsibility, and Cobalt-60's intense radioactivity demanded rigorous precautions. By the late 1970s, Cobalt-60 machines were prohibitively expensive, putting them out of reach for many hospitals. So, when a private hospital in Juarez, Mexico, acquired a second-hand Cobalt-60 therapy machine, the Picard 3000, in 1977 for a bargain price, it seemed like a stroke of luck. But there was one massive problem. No one at the hospital knew how to use it. For 6 long years, this powerful machine, brimming with radioactive potential, sat forgotten in a dusty warehouse. And then in 1983, a fateful decision sparked a chain of events that would forever scar Mexico. Two maintenance workers, unaware of the machine's lethal contents, sold it to a scrapyard for a mere $9. They had no idea that they were holding a Pandora's box of radiation. The 100-kilogram machine was disassembled, piece by piece. Its protective casing was stripped away, exposing over 6,000 Cobalt-60 plates. As the pieces were transported, an invisible killer, radioactivity, began to leak into the environment. But the horror didn't stop there. The radioactive scrap was mixed with other metals and sent to factories where it was melted down and reshaped into furniture, construction materials, and everyday objects. In just 2 months, this radioactive contamination spread like wildfire across Mexico. Homes, buildings, and public spaces were unknowingly built using the irradiated metal. The people of Juarez were living in a ticking time bomb. Then came January 16, 1984. A truck carrying materials from Mexico was stopped at the U.S. border. The routine scan turned into a national emergency as high radiation levels were detected. The truck was diverted to the Los Alamos Nuclear Laboratory, where experts confirmed the unthinkable. Radioactive Cobalt-60 was mixed into the metal. The aftermath was catastrophic. Juarez, the epicenter of this disaster, was declared 100 times more radioactive than the infamous 3 Mile Island nuclear accident. Thousands of lives were impacted, and the investigation began unraveling a scandal that shook the nation. Fingers were pointed. The hospital administration tried to pin the blame on an unsuspecting janitor, accusing him of stealing the machine. But under pressure, the janitor revealed a darker truth. The hospital director and administrators had ordered the machine's disposal to avoid costly maintenance. In their negligence, they had unleashed a disaster of unimaginable proportions. The human toll was devastating. An estimated 4,000 people developed cancer due to radiation exposure. Many suffered severe skin damage, debilitating illnesses, and long-term health complications. Entire families were affected, their lives changed forever by an invisible threat they could not see or understand. The cleanup effort was monumental. Over 814 homes were demolished to contain the radioactive spread. But the problem didn't end there. An estimated 1,000 tons of radioactive metal remained unaccounted for, enough to construct 300 homes. To contain the disaster, the Mexican government buried the contaminated materials, including an entire truck, in a desert near Juarez. Encased in concrete, this site became an infamous radioactive waste dump known as La Pedro. This desolate graveyard serves as a haunting reminder of the disaster, a place where negligence, ignorance, and greed collided with science gone wrong. Today, it stands as a chilling testament to the power of radioactive materials and the critical importance of handling them with care. Thankfully, medical science has come a long way since the 1980s. Modern radiotherapy machines are safer, and strict regulations ensure their proper use. But the lessons of Juarez echo through history. Even the most miraculous technologies can become instruments of disaster when handled irresponsibly. From a life-saving device to a harbinger of doom, the Cobalt 60 machine story is a stark warning to us all. What other mysteries lie hidden in the annals of science? Join us next time on Mysterious World as we uncover more stories that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that blend the strange, the scientific, and the spine-chilling. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and stay tuned.